Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will explain the index learning style that you've been answer long time ago. I think since our first class, I asked you to answer index learning style, which they have 44 questions altogether to represent every single domain learning style. Each single domain they have two types of learning style. Under process category, they have two learning style, which is active and reflective. Under perception category, they have intuitive and sensing. And the input category, they have visual and verbal. And the understanding category, they have sequential and global. Now I will show you why this is important, then what the numbers is all about. For instance, Fatima Zahara have reflective tree. Nurul Afika binti Nur Arizal have active tree. So what is the reflective and active? Under process domain, they have two types of learning style, which is reflective and active. To indicate whether you are active or reflective learning style, you are giving 11 questions to indicate which learning style are you. So if you have more numbers, you have stronger towards that learning style. For example, Fatima Al-Zahra have reflective 3 compared to active, meaning you have more reflective compared to active, but the number is not strong enough. So maybe the biggest number we can refer, Muhammad Ridwan, they have reflective 5. Then let's see the others. Yeah, Abdul Rahman have active 11. So the maximum numbers is 11, shows that this is the stronger learning style that you prefer. So this kind of student will not effectively work with individual project. They must be in group, say they must work together with the others. So according to the Lev Vygotsky, the theory of social constructivism. So this is the students look like. They are preferring to become work together, so will enhance the zone proximal development. So don't worry about the numbers. So if you have 3, 5, 7 or 11, just to indicate whether you are preferring towards that kind of learning style. So let's say if the lecturer look into it, then we know what kind of preference that student prefer. So in this indicator shows to me, so how do I manage you to become in group assignment or individual assignment? So I can predict which you are willing to become in group or individual. So far we don't have a reflective 11, means I don't think we need to remove you in our group assignment, because if you have only one, so you are mirroring to active and reflective, so you almost balance learning style. That is for process category. So how about perception? Some of the students are preferring intuitive and sensing. So let's say Fatima Al-Zahara, they have only one differ, intuitive and sensing. So Fatima Al-Zahra can learn through intuitive or sensing. Okay, what is intuitive and sensing? Sensing is referring to students who need to work by doing, need to explore, need to experiment. But somehow the intuitive, you need to imagine without exploring the thing. So if we are looking to these numbers, one, Fatima Al-Zahra have the capabilities to work with doing, exploring, making, but yet Fatima Al-Zahra have the capability towards imagination as well. So I'm not worrying for this student because you have both capabilities, but I am consider for Janaki, they have sensing 11. So if you have 11, so you dominate sensing learning style compared to intuitive. It looks like you don't have the capabilities at all to think or to imagine when we are giving you the scenario, I need to give some example, something you have to do to understand the concept. Next is the input domain learning style. Input domain learning style have verbal and visual. I think this kind of learning style is very obvious. I think everybody knows what is the verbal and what is visual. So if we refer from this table, most of the students are referring to visual learning style. Almost every student are referring to visual learning style, except Fatima Al-Zahra have one, but yet one still not strong enough. So you are preferring to have verbal and visual capabilities as well. Okay, the last learning style is understanding domain, which is consists of sequential and global. When we refer to the list, they have half of the student referring to global and half of the students referring to sequential. And what is sequential in global is all about? Sequential learning style required the lesson to be conducted in the process, let's say step by step or in sequential from A to Z explanation. Compared to global, the student may require only the framework, or you just give the issues and the problem. Then some of the students have the capability to conduct themselves. And compared to sequential learners, they need to be conducted and explained step by step. Then the student for global learning style, you just give the framework. So that's all the explanation and definition for process, perception, input, and understanding. Thank you. Bye-bye.